You're listening to Mr. Liverpool himself, Frank Carlyle, exclusively on Mersey Radio.
Wasn't that absolutely brilliant?
I love that stuff, you know, Frank.
Yeah. You said your daughter is a drummer, isn't she, in the Kappa band? Not only that, but they've also got a bass guitarist, Maria. And what did you say?
I said halfway through that, I said, this is the kind of stuff that Maria and Laura love. Yeah. They love that funky rhythmic stuff, and they could play it all night. And
what did I say? It reminded me of when it just first came out, when it hit us. You know, I said, this reminds me of what?
I've forgotten what you said now.
Well,
I obviously wasn't listening.
I don't think you take any notice.
I know. I either interrupt you or don't listen to you.
Do you know what?
No end to it, is there really?
Just as a message off. You'd never guess who we had a message off.
John Colossi.
No, John will be tuning in a bit more. You know, well, he's tuned in now, but Andy. I Frank Eds and Jason, boy wonder, inverted commas. Sorry I'm not there tonight. I'm actually gigging. I have been moonlighting. In all seriousness, I have been in a meeting with regards to up and coming gigs for the bands. Listen to this. Just confirmed Searching will be taken to the seas on our very first cruise ship.
Going on a cruise.
Oh, isn't that brilliant? And we're all delighted. P&O Cruises, here we come. See you all next week.
They're working in the engine room, are they?
Well, they're good stokers. Have you noticed? You know, they
call themselves stoking.
Well, got searching for stokers, stoking. But the thing is, they're not guitar. They've got in their hands, you know, the shovels.
They are, yeah.
Well, there you go.
And you didn't realise that when P&O took them on, they wanted to work below.
Well, I think P&O, I think they've gotten their eye right there. I think it's the post office. It'll be in the sorting office, to be honest. They'll all be going down there.
Anyway, good luck with that, Andy.
That's brilliant news, Andy, and honestly, we all look forward to seeing you next week. We really will, and good luck there tonight. Have a good gig up there in McGull and Searching. He's the front runner, by the way, people, for Searching. And who we've got on air now, and we've just listened to an absolutely fabulous,
great track.
You know, you've got to funk the blues, right, and by Merle Perkins. And I said that just reminds me of Dan Aykroyd and the Blues Brothers.
You did.
Dan Aykroyd, you know, that just hit me there right away.
The Blues Brothers out there doing it.
Yeah. The professionalism and everything else. As soon as it bang, you know, it just came right out.
I think you're right. That opening bar just got it, didn't it?
Yeah, it just grabbed you by the ears, didn't it? Don't let go. Don't. Just listen to this sort of thing. Anyway, going over to Grant. Good evening, Grant, and good afternoon to you.
Tally ho, gentlemen. Welcome to Chicago.
Hi, Grant. Listen, Grant, have you got Merle there with you? Yeah.
Yes, I do. He's under the table right now.
Well, I'm glad he's under the table there, but, you know, hopefully we'll be speaking to him in a few minutes' time. So listen here, what's going on over there with you in particular, Grant?
Well, I have an absolute just plate full of great things going on here, Frank, as always. And it seems that every time I talk to you guys in the world, by the way, hello world, I love you. I've basically I just connected with everybody. I recently started a T-shirt and a hat line for the branding that's been very well received, from the Temptations to Pink to the Police to all bunch of great people, all the locals. I'm out of stock. I've only had it a week.
Wow.
And since, you know, I'm into the ministry business, you know, I listen, I'm a poor man, I'm a humble man, and I keep it real. So what I decided to do with all the small profits that I make from the T-shirts and hats is roll it into charities. Now, you know, I'm involved with the homeless, so I help them out where I can, and it's funny how sometimes, you know, the boss upstairs looks down on you and says, okay, guy, I got an idea. So I was reading my feed the other day, and I heard about a family whose house just burnt to the ground a couple nights ago, and they've lost everything. You know, everybody's safe, but they lost the house, the clothes, everything. So I'm taking all the proceeds from this round of T-shirts and hats, and I'm actually giving all those proceeds into gift card money for that family, along with everybody else is chipping in on that.
Yeah.
On the back end of that, when that's done, I recently found out this morning about a gentleman who I don't know his name yet, but I'm looking to reach out to him. His wife passed away last week of unknown causes, just in her sleep. And the day after that, he lost his job, and he has 4 kids.
Whoa.
So I'm sending some money out to him via gift card as well, so he can try to make a small rebound. Because at the end of the day, regardless of my branding and who I am, this is about the human condition in this business, outside of music and great people. So it's just how I'm rolling, Frank.
Well, do you know what? I think that's absolutely wonderful because, as you know, Paul McCartney, he lost his wife, his first wife, Linda.
I remember that.
And he opens up. He paid for it and everything else. The Linda McCartney unit, which is a great cancer unit here in Liverpool, in the Royal Hospital here. And it's absolutely wonderful. And he still keeps throwing money at it. And, I've always spoken in lectures and everything else about philanthropists, and you're a philanthropist yourself.
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying in a small way, but it's a big way, and the big way is that gentleman who lost his wife, and there's 4 children there, and that's absolutely wonderful for you. Are they from the Chicago area, by the way?
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, Frank, we're all like little 1 by 3 by 6 inch bricks.
Yeah.
If you take one brick and you stack them on top of each other, and if us bricks are human beings, eventually we're going to build a structure and a strong foundation.
Yeah.
I kind of look at that analysis of that.
Yeah.
And it's opened many doors for me because it's just shown my condition of who I love and how I love people in the human race. And all the way up through Shirley King, who I got a phone call today to do a gig with her, and so that's going down the pike, and you'll be informed about that. As well, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. I got some T-shirts and hats coming to Liverpool for you soon.
Really? Oh, that's lovely. That's absolutely
brilliant.
Jason and I will have our photographs taken, and hopefully, Ed's as well. With his little.
Hat. You might even get me to wear one of your hats.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I'm sending some to Paul and Laura and the girls too.
Oh, brilliant!
That's really good.
That's cool.
And I even got Pish on the radar too. So.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah. At least they'll be shown, won't they? Whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on anything, And,
well, you know what? People. I'll tell you what. It rolls off the tongue. One fine tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's brilliant. As Merle got up from under the table.
Yeah, I just got him up on the couch. He's sitting up right now.
Oh, excellent stuff!
Without further ado, I'm going to turn this interview over to him because it's not about me so much. And although I do thank you very much for that spot, this is about the people I love and the people that change the world with the history. Because I'll tell you this, guys, the world, pay attention. This Merle Perkins right here has played with more people in an encyclopedia of rock and roll and blues than I can even think of. So you enjoy this interview and time with him, gentlemen.
Oh, thanks very much, because I've just been looking at his previous affiliations here, and there's a lot of them. And it's absolutely wonderful to think that this fella has all the experience and everything else as
the
well.
Monster, I love him.
And you know what? Here's what I wanted to ask him. The percolator, inverted commas, the percolator, and why he's called the percolator. And can you tell me that, Mel, why you called the percolator?
Percolator, it come from, I had a band in 1990, from 1997, and my last name is Perkins.
Yeah, I know. That's what Ez and I were talking about. I said, do you see the connection there?
It's not hard to see the connection, Frank.
No, but what I said, Mel, what I said was, do you think he said that he was like a percolator with the steam and everything else coming out of his ears, playing those drums and, just doing all this blues stuff and everything else. But can I ask you this, Mel?
Uh-huh.
You know the song that we've just been listening to, Funk the Blues. Was that you singing?
Yeah, that's me singing. I sing and play drum.
That's a cool blues voice you got there,
You've got some blues voice there. This is what we were talking about, and that's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, so I should introduce myself, Merle. I'm Ed. So nice to meet you tonight.
Yeah, I got two. As soon as I put that song up, I got two write-ups in a magazine that a lady contacted me. It's called Soundwave magazine, and that song caught her attention. Also, the other song called Percolating caught her attention, and she wanted to do a write-up in a magazine called Soundwave. So I got a write-up in that magazine, and then also Crossroad Blues Society from Rockville, Illinois, did a write-up on that CD.
Yeah.
And at the Northwestern University, which is a very experienced singer named Liz Manville, wanted to do a radio interview with me. And she told me when she played my song on the radio, she said, as long as she's been doing a radio station, she said, nobody's never called in about a song until I played my song. And they said, who is that singing? And where can I get a copy of that CD at?
Do you know what?
So isn't that?
Well, that's what you call a fantastic. What's the words I'm looking for? Testimonial reference.
Can I say something, Mel? What's just surprised me the most is that you're the drummer, and the voice is what comes through on that song. Okay, obviously you got that fantastic funky beat there, but the voice comes through really strong. Now, are you traditionally a singer with the bands that you've supported in the past?
Yeah, when I used to have my band called Merle Perkins and the Percolators, and had a fantastic guitar player, which my friend knows, Pistol Pete. You might have heard her.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, he was a bad guitar player. And there was a time when they had cassettes, before they bought CDs out. Pistol Pete was in my band. He was a great singer too, so we used to trade off on singing.
Yeah.
And I did a video, a DVD, and it has him on it. My first DVD is called Merle Perkins Through the Years, and I have a CD that goes with that called Merle Perkins Through the Years, compilation of all the people I played with and recorded with. And mostly, I'm the only last of the living drummers that had played with all these blues artists that's still living. And a lot of the blues artists I played with has passed away, so I honored all of them by posting it on Facebook. I just went to a funeral. Eddie Shaw just passed away, and I recorded a CD with him in 1981 in Paris, France. It's called Moving and Grooving Man, and also Eddie Cleanhead Benson was on that CD, and he passed away. But mostly everybody that I play with, say maybe about 65 people that I play with have passed away.
But one of them who hasn't, of course, is Buddy Guy.
I play with Buddy Guy and Junior
and he's still with us.
He's still with us. Mostly everybody's kind of passed away in Chicago. Like, it's the only person that's really left. I played with Eddie Clearwater for 11 years. And he's 83 years old. I went to his birthday party, and he's not getting around too good, but his band, he sounded really good. And Jimmy Johnson is still living, and Buddy Guy. I think those are the only three people in Chicago
some of the main frames,
legends that are still alive, and include me.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's where you've been. You've been all over the place, even Russia. You've been to Jamaica, Turkey, France, Sweden, here in England, Brazil, Japan, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands, obviously Holland and Austria and, all these other countries. Point is, and it's going to be a hard question here, Mel. When you went to these particular places, what's the country that warm to you? What was your favourite country there?
Well, I like Germany. Like Germany. I went to a lot of places when I was playing with James Cotton in '83.
Yeah.
Also like Turkey.
Yeah.
I was playing with Sun Seals when I got a chance to go to Turkey twice.
Yeah.
Because I played with Sun Seals in '89, and then I got with Eddie Clearwater in 1999.
Yeah.
I went back to Turkey again.
Yeah.
So I can't think of all the names. I know we played Izmir,
but listen,
Istanbul.
Merle, Russia. Can you recall Russia? Going there. How did they receive you?
Oh man, they love us over there. I don't know. In the country, other countries like Brazil. I was in Brazil. I recorded a CD called Brazilian Blues Bass, and I call these my Brazilian Blues Brothers. Which he's going to be here on the 15th to bring me some more CDs because you can't buy these CDs Brazilian Blues Bass here in the States.
Wow.
They only sell them at a small label called Chico Labels in Brazil. And Jiba had me over in 2013 as a special guest artist, and they treated me like a king over there, man. I got treated so nice. Took a lot of pictures with.
Well, the way you're talking now, you're very you seem a very humble person, and that's what people, go for, and yet they do pick up on it. Not only that, but you show a lot of respect as well, for your fellow musicians. Not only that, whereabouts you've got a fantastic accent, by the way. So whereabouts are you from originally?
I'm originally from Kansas City, Kansas.
Kansas, yeah, Kansas City.
That's not so far.
Got the crazy little women, and I sing that song too. Going to Kansas City.
Oh yeah, well the Beatles, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Mel, just a couple of things for me. It's Ed again here. You're a drummer, and okay, we talked about you singing stuff as well with the Percolators band. But the Percolators only lasted for 7 years in all that long span of career. So in all the other time, did you tend to be with other bands as the drummer or session playing with all those bands? Just describe a little bit of how all that worked.
Well, before actually the first professional band I ever played with in 1971 was the late Freddie King. And I got that gig because his drummer was sick, and he was way ahead of his time. Man, I toured with Freddie King, and when we we opened the show for Leon Russell back then in 1971. And then when I got back to Chicago, I was at the checkerboard, which Buddy Guy and everybody, Led Zeppelin and
everybody played that.
Everybody played that club, Led Zeppelin,
Stones,
Rolling Stones, Muddy Waters. So I was sitting in, and he was peeping around the corner, and he said, "Who you playing with?" I said, "Nobody." He said, "You want to play with me?" So that was the second year I got with Buddy Guy and Junior Wells.
Wow,
fantastic!
And you actually met Muddy Waters as well, Merle.
Who was that?
You met Muddy Waters. You actually met him.
No, I never met Muddy Waters. I did a tour with Big Eye Willie Smith, which played with Muddy Waters, yes. And I did a tour with him. He stopped playing drums and started singing and playing harmonica.
Wow.
Merle, I got to intercept something here real quick, Frank. Make it a small world, right?
Go on.
I got recently introduced and inducted into SoPro, which is the Southside Blues Association, and it's got some of the best Southside blues drummers in the world. Well, they say the world. It's put together by Bud Monaco. Yeah. And so I was introduced this last fall to this unit as an invite to sit in with Scott Bonshire, who's the regular drummer. And so I went up there with Billy King, who I play with every Sunday. So I go up there, and one of two things happens in a situation like this, and I'm sure Merle can attest to it. You're either going to make it or break it. So I made it, and I killed that room, and it ended up, I got pulled into the booth of the son of Muddy Waters, who actually asked me to go to California with them on tour.
Wow. Wow, you know, it is a
I had to
small
throw
world.
that in there in the family just because of the relationship.
No, because he's legendary, isn't he? Muddy Waters, absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Well, his son is
man,
another
artist.
one I'm going to have an interview with down the road.
Right.
Okay.
With you guys.
Okay. Well, listen, we've only got. This is absolutely fun. You took my breath away, actually, and Ed's and Jason's. You took our breath away, yeah. And obviously with Merle as well. Now Ed only wants it's just one question. It'll have to be brief.
Have to be quick
because we have to.
And it is a quick one, and it's a really a finishing question in a way for you, Merle. How would people who want to hear your music or see what you've done do that now?
Well, I'm kind of like over the internet. If they go to Google and type in Merle Perkins blues, you can find all kind of stuff. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Bandmix. I'm on YouTube. If you go to Merle Perkins, the Percolator, you'll find all the songs and the people that I play with.
And we'll put that on our website as well. Not only that, but we're going to finish, unfortunately, because Grant will be with us again next month. Honestly, Merle, it's been absolutely riveting, and I'm not just saying that. It has been riveting, and that voice of yours, absolutely amazing. And we've had messages, and you might have heard them going ding ding, all these little pings, you know, saying who's this fella, you know. So it's Merle Perkins, the Percolator, and we've got you now singing, percolating, you know. So we're going to be ending with that. I'd just like to say, Grant, thank you so much, and we will be speaking next month.
Absolutely, Frank. I look forward to it.
And Merle, it's been absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much. And there, I'm actually looking at you because Ed got you up, and you've got your Kansas City hat on and your Kansas City coat. It just surprised me because you look like a typical fella from Kansas. I thought you'd have all this, like this big trilby on and with a black shirt or a black coat, really singing the blues. But, you look absolutely fantastic, mate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I forgot to mention, I played in England many times, and one of the places I played in England with James Cotton is called the Crystal Palace.
Yeah, the Crystal Palace,
still there.
Yeah, certainly is. Absolutely amazing.
We got to get him out to Liverpool, gentlemen.
Absolutely fantastic.
Got
to do that.
And I'm just looking at a photo of sitting in front of the Legends sign in Buddy Guy's place.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Listen, boys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next month. Grant, okay?
Yes, sir. Love you guys. Right. Love you, world. And
thank you.
Stay tuned for the tune.
Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
Guys.
Bye-bye, Merle. Bye-bye, Grant.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
And there he is now, singing. And I was just going to say Funk the Blues, because that just came right up in front of me. And it's not Funk the Blues, it's Percolating by that great man with a great voice, Merle Perkins.
The best in 60s and 70s music, plus a little bit of history. Tune into Frank Carlyle every Monday at 8 p.m. here only on Mersey Radio.